Now, what if we recorded?
Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Okay. I want to let you all know we're going to be talking about mock exam, and with our mock exam, this is going to be with the NIC, and this is the National Cosmetology Practical Examination. When we're talking about your core domains and things that you would need for your practical examination, we're going to discuss our first client, and you're going to have a work area that is going to be for client preparation, setup with your supplies. So this is going to be the first thing we talk about. We have 10 core domains that you all will do when you go to state board. We're only going to talk about 2. How many?
2.
So we're going to discuss the thermal styling and also hair cutting. So these are going to be things that you will need to have. Now, some things that I want to discuss with you on what you need to have with you when you go to state board is going to be your general supplies. These are things that's going to be in a bag. So I want you all to put on your paper. General supplies. Now, I'm going to go through in a process and walk you through, and we're going to take and write these things down on what you need to have. So, we're going to discuss general supplies. First things first is that you have to have a bag. Your bag needs to be about 30 by 30. Nothing really big. Make sure that it has a zipper and it zips up completely. I always say like a nice little traveling bag is always a good bag to use. Make sure that that bag is black. What color?
Black.
Okay, so make sure that it's a black bag that you're going to take with you, and everything will be in this bag in its entirety, okay? Now, I'm going to leave it here on the table because I want you all to see what's in it, and then I'm going to walk through and allow you all to know how you're going to set your table up. Does that make sense? If you're with me, say yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to go in and I'm going to just spill out and unravel what's in my bag that will go in the order that we see. Okay, so our first thing that's coming out of my bag is going to be brown paper bags. Now, you're going to need brown paper bags. The reason for is going to be your, and you could take and jot that down, with a clear or white lining that will go inside of the bag. On all 4 sides, you will see soiled linen, soiled linen, soiled linen, and soiled linen. So you need to tape the bag and have soiled linen on all 4 sides. Okay? And I have a nice, this trash bag is like a 12-ounce bag. I want to say a 12-ounce bag, okay? So it's a 12-ounce bag that I used to line in on the brown paper bag. Now you can use gift bags, like the gift bags that have the handle to it.
Okay.
You could use those, but I think you could go to like Aldi's and get these for like 11 cents or something like that.
Right.
I might even still have some here at the school. I collect, I go to Aldi's and I shop, so you all can be able to have that. So one bag is gonna be soiled linen. I'm gonna take it and put it up underneath my table. Another bag is going to have to be disinfected. So you see, it can say items to be disinfected or to be disinfected. I would say put items to be disinfected, okay? All on all four sides again. Items to be disinfected. Items to be disinfected. Okay. All four sides have a lining in it. 12-ounce bag, brown paper bag. Open it on up. Now I'm about to place it up underneath here. Now, the next bag you would need, that needs to be, you'll have a total of 3 bags, and it's going to say trash. Trash on all 4 sides. Trash. Okay. And this bag will also go up underneath your table. Now, we talked about General Supplies having a soiled linen, and then another one is going to be trash. And then items to be disinfected. Items to be disinfected. So we have all 3 of those on there. It's not picking up and it's not even registering. I just wanted to know if you could see it. You can't even see what I'm writing on the board. Okay. Nope, you won't be able to see it. Okay, so once we have all 3 of those, which is going to be a part of your general supply, it will lay at the very top of your bag when you open and unzip your bag. Just want you to keep that in mind. All 3 of these bags need to be at the top of your bag when prior to you unzipping it. Now, what we're going to discuss also when it comes to general supplies is going to be a bag that is going to be pretty much universal. So let me get my bag out. Have my general supply bag, and what needs to be written on the bag is general supplies. So you want to have this here is a bag, and it is a 2.5 gallon bag. Okay, so write that down. 2.5 gallon bag is what you will need.
How many of those?
You're going to need a total of 3 bags. But for this piece, we only going to need 2. But a total of 3. 3 bags. And what's going to be in that bag, you will have a roll of paper towels. You're going to have your EPA registered disinfectant.
Say it again.
A EPA registered disinfectant. Also, you're going to have a water bottle with a label on it, and it could keep its own label. You will need to have a spray bottle, and on the spray bottle, it needs to have a label that says water or aqua, H2O. You want to be technical. So you'll have your water bottle, spray bottle.
Oh, we're gonna write that on there?
Yes. Also, you need to have a first aid kit. A first aid kit. And so desired, you can have tile in the bag as well, okay? It's optional. It could replace your paper towels if you don't have paper towels, or you can have a towel, okay?
One or two.
Either or if you want both, you can use both.
And do they have to be white towels?
No, they do not. Okay, so everything that we wrote down will be as followed as we see here. Making sure that you have your 2.5 gallon bags, your water bottle, spray bottle, and then having a water bottle filled with water. Also, you will have your EPA registered disinfectant, and also paper towels and first aid kit. First aid, and if towels are optional, okay? You must make sure that you have also your mannequin head. You all can take your mannequin stand, General Supplies, your mannequin stand, or you could take a tripod. You can have a tripod if desired. I'm gonna move this a little out the way because we can't even see what's on it. Okay, so you can have a tripod. Questions? Oh, yes. That's what, okay, let me get that. Sorry, y'all, because I'm missing one of the key factors in this. That one, give her snaps. Oh my God, how can I leave that out? So therefore, we must have hand sanitizer. Like, where is the hand sanitizer? Okay, so make sure you take and write that down also. Take and put hand sanitizer on your paper for General Supplies. Aha. All right. Now, in the process with having a General Supply setup, you're going to hear these instructions. And the instructions that you all are going to hear for your General Supplies, well, what you would need, thank you very much. So, of course, hand sanitizer. Now, this is what's going to be read to you. It's going to be work area and client preparation and setup of supplies. You will have 15 minutes. Proctor, verbal instructions read to all candidates. You will prepare your work area for your client. You will set up universal supplies that you will use throughout the examination. You will also set up supplies for the following section of the examination: thermal curling and hair cutting. You will prepare your client for service. You will be expected to follow all client protections, safety, and infection control procedures. You will have 15 minutes to complete this section. You will be informed when you have 8 minutes remaining. Do not demonstrate any procedures until verbal instructions are given and you are instructed to begin. Step back to indicate that you have finished. The instructions will be repeated. And they're going to say, you may begin. Now, I'm going to add in some things that they're going to expect from you that will not be said when you go to State Board. Candidates will be evaluated on the following tasks: disinfect your work area completely with products labeled in English as EPA disinfectant. Sanitize your hands with the product labeled in English. Universal supplies are labeled in English. Items to be disinfected, soiled linen, trash, are disposed of in a correct manner throughout the section. Verbal instructions from the proctor. Read if all candidates have stepped back to indicate that they have completed this section before the time has elapsed. All candidates have indicated that they have completed this section of the examination. We will now proceed. Proctor, verbal instructions read if the time goes off before all candidates have stepped back. Please stop working. Now, it also said that you need to set up supplies for thermal curling and hair cutting. So with that being, I also want to take out, and I'm just going to show you all exactly what's in the kit. For thermal supplies, that needs to be written on your bag as well. Thermal supplies and hair cutting supplies. Okay? So we have a cape. You can take a universal cape. I always say what's best is the childlike capes, the very short ones, because you're going to be at the table and it not fall and drape all over the place, okay? So childlike capes are good, but if you don't, you know, you could just utilize your adult cape, size cape. So we'll have a universal cape that we'll use throughout the examination. Also, you will have your brush, your combs, preference, making sure you have either a dimming brush or a styling brush. You have your all-purpose comb. You have your red tail comb. A lot of times taking multiples, so 2 or more. You're going to need your thermal irons, and they have to be Marcel irons, okay? After Marcel irons, you need to have clips for sectioning, so you need sectioning clips. If you desire to take about 5, you're going to be doing a hair cutting, and we do 5 sections, so 5 or more. Also, you can have your double prong clips. So when you are showing thermal curls, you could just clip them out the way so they're not in the way. Also, you can use neck strips, light paper to test your irons. You could use your end wraps as well to test your irons, or you could utilize for your for thermal styling with the hair styling, your thermal styling, yes. You could use that for a neck strip to take and put on the neck. You will also need to have your shears and your razor.
That thing scares me.
Your feathering razor, and make sure that your bag is a 2.5 gallon bag that you will also take and put in. Okay, so these will be your supplies that you will utilize for your first client in demonstrating for your practical examination. Do you all have any questions? Yes, Rachel, you can ask. Feel free. Okay. Can you stop the video for me? Oh, not yet. Yes.
And did you want that bag to be labeled thermal supplies?
It could be, you could actually, that's a great question. Everybody give her snaps. Okay, so you can actually put on there your first client preparation, or your first client. You could just write on here first client, thermal style, thermal, and also hair cutting supplies. You could take and put that on there. Or yeah. So thermal supplies and also hair cutting supplies can go on there. And you could just take it and slash it. And that'll be for your first client. But just label everything in English, yes.
So when we first get there, they're gonna be looking for us to have all of the items, and they're actually gonna,
No. Everything you will have set up in your kit. When you go in, you're just there to follow the instructions that are read. Okay? I'm just laying this out so you all will know what's to be expected. Yes.
You said there are 3 2.5 bags, right? The first one, what was that like?
The general supplies, or it could be either universal supplies or general supplies, either or.
What was the second bag?
It could be thermal styling and hair cutting, yeah, on that bag. Your third one will be for a whole nother service, okay? That's a whole nother client. Any questions about any other items that I have out here on the table? Now, there was a big question when it came to your first aid kit. Don't go buy the real big old first aid kit because it hinders getting into that bag, okay? You could buy this, I got this $1 from Dollar General, and you could just label it first aid kit, okay? Make sure that you have it on your station as well. I feel a little handicapped here, but forgive me on this. I'll get that. Any other questions? Okay, you could cut it off.